like money.
Money is the most essential thing in life. You can't do without it.
Money is paper. I found it all over the floor. It's all over my house.
Children learn about money from their parents. The fact is, spendthrifts and misers are made, not born. So the time for people to start developing a healthy, responsible attitude toward money is when they're young. It's not an easy task, but here are Money Magazine's answers to the questions parents ask most often about kids and money. When should I start giving an allowance? Well, kids should start getting spending money when they're old enough to start spending, and that's usually about 6 or 7. When your child grows a little older, you should increase his allowance to cover additional expenses, bus fare, movies, even some clothes. A good rule is give him as much financial responsibility as he can handle. How much should I give? Sit down with your child and figure out a list of weekly expenses. Having him help set the amount encourages responsibility. And besides, he'll be less likely to gripe about it later. Remember, don't base the allowance on what you got as a kid. The days of penny candy are long gone. Let your kids spend their money on whatever they want. But if they blow it all in one shot, don't give them another cent until the next payday. Should money be used as a reward? No. Don't tie your child's allowance to good deeds or report cards. Withholding allowance as punishment is just as bad. The problem with using money as discipline or praise is that kids can easily mix up caring and cash. How should I teach them to save? It's a good idea for your child to open up a savings account. You'll be surprised at how thrifty kids can be knowing their loot is growing in the bank. Should the kids know about the family's money matters? Yes, indeed. Show the kids many of the monthly bills and household expenses, but be careful. Don't burden them with problems or information they won't understand. And what about part-time jobs? Kids should be responsible for some family chores without pay, of course, but you'll want to encourage your children to earn money of their own. Start by giving them the chance to do extra work around the house, jobs you'd normally hire someone else to do. Then, as long as it doesn't interfere with school, let them try part-time jobs around the neighborhood. It's a great way for kids to learn that hard work equals hard cash. Kids are feeling the crunch just like everyone else. Pizza's up to as much as $1 a slice. Movies can be $5 a shot. Baseball cards and toys and clothes, you name it. All are expensive these days. Managing money isn't easy for anyone, but learning how is an important part of growing up. The earlier you start, the more your kids will understand and appreciate your finances now, and the better they'll deal with theirs later on.
The ads say you'll cut your heating bills by switching from oil to gas. Should you do it? Probably not. Right now, it's true that gas is cheaper. About $200 a year less for the average household, according to the gas industry. But it could cost you at least $2,000 to convert your heating system. At that rate, you won't see any savings for at least 10 years. And that's assuming gas prices don't go up. You may be better off sticking with the heating system you have. Does higher education still mean higher income? Yes. Research shows that high school graduates make 15 to 20% more than non-graduates. College graduates make 40% more than those with only a high school degree. But that number is slipping fast. The job market is flooded with college graduates. Liberal arts majors are especially hard hit. Which degrees will pay off? Degrees leading to careers in computers, engineering, and the health fields will be worth the most. Looking for a bargain? Some things are getting cheaper. Excellent stereo systems that sold for $1,500 2 years ago are selling for $1,000 now. Video cassette recorders have also dropped 25 to 30% in price. Why? Retailers are overstocked with home entertainment equipment in a recession. So things are looking up because prices are going down.
You ready, guys?
Yes, ready. Okay, let's go. Okay, smile, everybody.
Meet the Barkleys. Betty, Billy, Bonnie, and Jim. They're like any other typical American family. They're strapped for cash. Luckily, they know Money Magazine's tips for a picture-perfect garage sale. Tip number 1, the date. The best day for a garage sale is Saturday, with Sunday as the rain date. Give yourself about 2 weeks to get ready. The sale should begin as early as possible. The hardcore buyers are up at the crack of dawn, so the biggest sales are likely to happen pretty early.
23rd, 9 a.m.
Tip number 2, the inventory. Make a list of everything you plan to sell. Appearances count, so dust off or polish up all the items. If something's broken, just knock down the price. There are plenty of Mr. and Mrs. Fix-Its out there who love to tinker. Tip number 3, the price. Price items at about 10 to 20% of their retail value. And put a tag on everything. That lets people know you mean business. But remember, don't get locked into a price. Bargaining is the name of the garage sale game. Tip number 4, the appraisal. If you happen to come across something that looks valuable, have it appraised. A lot of collectors go to garage sales looking for your mistakes. Don't help them. Tip number 5, the ad campaign. Place an ad in the local paper 1 week before the sale. Keep it short. Include the date, the address, the time, and the major sale items. Never include your phone number. The phone will ring off the hook all week. And check out free advertising, too. Signs, flyers, bulletin boards. You're out to get the most publicity for the least money. Tip number 6, anything goes. Don't throw anything out. Things like old string, beads, buttons, stoppers, hoppers, toppers, and even old choppers can be thrown in a box and sold by the handful. Tip number 7, the setup. Be organized and look professional. Set up your garage sale with style. Remember, it's like running a store with a little less overhead. Tip number 8, the sale. Once the sale is underway, watch out for shoplifters, even in your own backyard. And it's a cash business, so make sure someone is always minding the till. Don't forget, the big spenders come early, so as the sale winds down, be more liberal with your bargaining. If there's anything left over, donate it to charity and take the tax break. You can make a lot of money in a garage sale, more than you may have thought. And money in the bank beats a load of junk in the garage any day. Smile.